It's Gita Jayanti. The birthday isn't really the right word. We say the birthday of the Bhagavad Gita, but rather it's the anniversary, the commemoration, the celebration of the day when Bhagwan Krishna spoke, sang this song of God to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. But it's not a moment where we just celebrate something that happened in history. The Bhagavad Gita is not just something that happened at a moment on a battlefield in a certain place in northern India. It is a living, breathing, present scripture of how to live. It is the song of God. And today, we need this song even more than it was needed on that battlefield in Kurukshetra. It's the teaching of how do we, each of us, individually, in whatever our walk of life might be, whatever our particular race or religion, culture, color, caste, creed, individual skills, abilities, individual karmic packages, how each of us is supposed to stand up. Fight that war means do your duty. Play your part. Play your role. Fulfill each of our individual Dharma. It's this beautiful reminder of that. This beautiful reminder that it's not someone else's job, someone else's responsibility, someone else's duty. But every one of us has a very precious and essential individual Dharma and duty. And it's not separate from spirituality. It's not, oh, I have my spiritual practice over here, and then I have what I do over here. Lord Krishna made it so clear when he reminded Arjuna, remember me and fight the war. Remember me and fight the war. Means think of me. Be engaged in spirituality. Be drenched in spirituality. And fight the war. Do your duty. Fulfill your Dharma. It's not spirituality or action. It's not action or meditation. If ever there were a moment where we needed this teaching, it is now. Because so many people these days are feeling like the most spiritual thing to do is to do nothing. The most spiritual thing to do is to just sit and sort of wait for all of this to end. The most spiritual thing to do is to just find peace in the midst of that which is happening in the world. And Lord Krishna made it so clear. Oh no. Your peace is not to be found separate from this battlefield. Your peace is not to be found in a cave somewhere else. Your peace is to be found right here, right now, in this moment, engaged in fulfilling your Dharma, engaged in karma. Karma means action. Karma yoga is the yoga, the union of action. The opportunity through our action to experience union, oneness with the divine. And in this beautiful Gita, Bhagwan Krishna showed so beautifully, 700 verses, and yet an eternity of truths applicable to every time, every place, every culture, every person, every situation. Go on Google and you'll find so many times of so many philosophers, so many thinkers of every different culture, every language, every religion, saying the Bhagavad Gita is the one I turn to. The Bhagavad Gita is the answer. The Bhagavad Gita is the deepest, purest, most powerful teaching. So it's not a teaching for Hindus exclusively. It's not a teaching for Indians exclusively. It is a teaching for all. So 700 verses for all. And in those 700 verses, he showed so beautifully how this karma yoga, this action, this engagement with the world weaves together so beautifully with bhakti yoga, the path of devotion, of love, jnana yoga, the path of wisdom, of knowledge. They're not separate. It's not, oh, I'm just going to do bhakti. Or, oh, I'm just going to do jnana. Oh, I'm not a karma yogi, I'm just a jnana yogi. Or I'm just a bhakti yogi. They all are inextricably linked from each other. When we love, when we really love, we act. Can you imagine loving someone and not acting for them, serving them, giving to them? Of course not. How many glasses of water or breakfasts in bed or flowers or chocolates or poems or whatever it may be, even just running someone else's errands for them, how much we do for people we love. When you love, you act. And when you love God, in any form, by any name, you are loving the creation of the Creator. And when you love, you serve, you act for that creation and for all of the manifestations of that creation. The air, the water, the soil, all of the species with whom we share this beautiful planet. You act for today, for tomorrow, for the day after tomorrow, for the children, for the grandchildren. You act because you love. And similarly with jnana yoga, where there is wisdom, where there is knowledge, where there is understanding, there is also action. But there is intelligent action, wise action, right action. But these three streams of karma, jnana, bhakti are woven together into the tapestry of yoga, true union, which is what is so critical today. As I was saying, when Arjuna had to fight this war, and he even said to Krishna, forget it. I don't want to fight. It's not worth it. No amount of land is worth it. No kingdom is worth it. Forget it. Let them have it. I don't want to fight this war. I will just go into a cave. I will meditate. I will do sadhana. And Lord Krishna said, not so fast. Your Dharma is right here. Your peace, your moksha, means your ultimate freedom, your liberation, your enlightenment. It is here. Right here in this action. In the fulfillment of your duty, of your Dharma. Not separate from it. And so, my sisters, my brothers, my family, my friends, all of us, at this time, we must act with love, with wisdom, with clarity, with understanding, but act we must. We must not think our peace, our joy, our awakening, our enlightenment is somehow going to be separate from being engaged right here, right now, for the creation, for human rights, for the rights of nature, for the rights of the future to have nature, for the water, for the air, for climate change, for poverty, for the rights of all, for the protection and the preservation of our planet, for justice, all forms of justice. It is up to us to act. Lord Krishna said so beautifully, one of my favorite, everything he said was so beautiful, but one of my favorite teachings, when we speak about the environment and we speak about Mother Earth and Mother Nature, there's a beautiful mantra in the Gita that says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachate tadaham bhaktyupratam ashnami prayatatmanaha. And it means, whatever the devotee offers me with love, with devotion, whether it's a rock, a piece of fruit, a flower, water, whatever it may be, I accept it. I relish it with love and devotion. And I love that teaching for so many reasons. Number one, it reminds me that God is not worried about your accessories. It's not about how much gold there is in the temple or on your body. It's not about the money in your bank account, the color of your skin, the number of followers on social media, how many employees you have, where you are on a corporate ladder, social ladder. It's only about the love and devotion with which you pray to God. But I also love it because he could have chosen any examples. What examples did he choose? A rock, a flower, fruit, water, all natural things. He didn't say a wheel, a chariot. Okay, they didn't have, cars at that time, but he could have said a wheel, a chariot, a vehicle. Could have said anything. Could have said gold. But he didn't. He said only nature, rock, fruit, flower, water. It means the most precious things to God, to the Creator, are here in the creation, which means if you love God, again, by any name, any form, it doesn't matter, you'll protect, you'll preserve this sacred creation, and we'll offer it with our love to the divine. So on this beautiful day of Gita Jayanti, which is also Christmas, by the way, such a beautiful serendipity and synchronicity, on this beautiful day when we wonder what to offer, whether we're wondering what to offer Lord Krishna on Gita Jayanti, or what to offer our loved ones on Christmas Day. Offer them your love. Offer them your wisdom. Offer them your action. Bhakti, Gyan, Karma. Offer that, and offer that whatever you can do to protect and preserve the planet, the people, the species, the nature, all of it, that is what you are going to stand up and do. And whether it's on a micro level or a macro level, on a local level or on a global level, on a ground level or a grand level. They're all connected. It's all one. Life is one. Earth is one. We are one. Let us take these beautiful teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, not just chant them and recite them, but live them in our lives, every minute and every moment. Then every moment is an opportunity for yoga, union, and moksha, freedom, liberation. And every moment is a moment of Dharma for ourselves and for our planet.